Hurricane Irma, a powerful storm prompting states of emergency in places like Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and all of Florida. Here, have a look at the storm as it's brewing. It was picked up strength earlier today, becoming a Category 5 hurricane, and it's expected to remain a strong Category 4 or 5 for the next few days. In South Florida, residents waiting in some long lines outside stores, stocking up before Irma's potential impact. Florida's governor has already activated 100 members of the Florida National Guard to prepare for the storm. He says his state is ready for the worst.
Florida is known for preparing and doing a great job with disasters. We have no idea what's in store. They'll have to pray for the best.
In the Florida Keys, tourists will face a mandatory evacuation starting at sunrise tomorrow. A plan for residents there is still being drawn up. Antigua is among the island nations also bracing for some wicked weather. An ominous message coming from an airport in that country today saying, "We advise all visitors and residents in Antigua and Barbuda to safeguard themselves from the onslaught of Category 5 storm. May God protect us all." American Airlines added extra flights to get tourists out of popular destinations like Saint Martin and St. Kitts today, which are under hurricane warnings. City meteorologist Adam Stiles is tracking Irma.
It has a lot of warm water ahead of it, and that's going to be one of the key ingredients to keep this storm as organized and as fueled as it is going to be. Right now, the track takes it just north of basically Puerto Rico and then makes basically a beeline for Turks and Caicos and areas near the south end of the Bahamas. And those are going to be sort of the areas within a fair amount of certainty that is going to be impacted by this. The forecast models, though, they start to split once you get north of Puerto Rico and north of the Dominican Republic. So it gives it a little bit more options and directions for it to go. Right now, though, still looks like it could be a major impact for South Florida. The evacuation order in the Florida Keys is probably the right call to make because there's one way in, one way out, unless you're going by plane or by boat.
And we're following some local reports out of Saint Martin, by the way. Just to give you an idea of the preparations that people are taking there, school is closed today, expected to stay that way for a while. Businesses closed as well. And a curfew, a mandatory curfew going into effect at 8 o'clock tonight. These areas, of course, no stranger to some serious weather.